This is the iPhone 16 Pro in natural, and these are all the 16 Pro cases from Peak Design. They offer 3 colors in fabric and 3 in vegan leather, and in this video we'll take a closer look at one of each, and then I'll show you all the different colors on the phone. Something I really like about Peak Design is that all their products have a lifetime manufacturer warranty. If we take a look at the rest of the box, you can see that this case is made from a rugged nylon canvas. This is actually 100% recycled material and is weatherproof. You'll also see that the case is slim, has MagSafe, and also has compatibility with SlimLink, which is something that Peak Design offers that allows you to attach the case to things like a bike mount. This first case we're going to take a look at is in the color Sage. Inside the box, you get a little pamphlet which showcases some of the same information that you would have seen on the back of the box. To start with, we're going to take a look at the inside of the case, which is made of a similar fabric to what you see on the outside of the case. You'll see a ring here showing that this case is MagSafe compatible, as well as some text down here from Peak Design. Inside the case, you'll see these little air pockets all the way around, which are going to help with drop protection. Looking at the bottom too, you'll see one of the things that I have a love-hate relationship with, and that's that there are 2 mounting points at the bottom which let you attach a Peak Design anchor. This is a cool option if you want to attach a Peak Design strap, and I'll show you how that works in a sec, but it does mean that the bottom of the case is a little bit thicker. So this is a Peak Design anchor. If you're a photographer, you might be familiar with these. So with this case, you could easily attach one of these Peak Design anchors, and then with Peak Design's strap system, you'd be able to attach your phone case to any Peak Design strap super easily. This could be really handy if you're deep into that Peak Design ecosystem and you want to easily attach your phone to a strap that you already have. But enough talk about that, let's put the phone in the case. So the case fits nice and snug and goes in with a satisfying click. Now here's a look at the Sage case with the natural iPhone 16 Pro. Now here's a closer look at that weatherproof fabric shell. This feels really nice and it reminds me a lot of the old Google Pixel cases, which I really loved. It offers a good amount of grip that doesn't collect any lint. Now like I mentioned, these cases are MagSafe compatible, and the magnets on them are probably in the top 3 strongest MagSafe magnets that I've ever used. Like I have very little concern shaking my phone around that it's gonna come off of this mount. The case edges are a harder rubber material, which offers really good drop protection and is comfortable in the hand. Taking a look at the buttons, they're made out of machined anodized aluminum and are super responsive and clicky. I really like this two-tone look of the case buttons and the case edge. Taking a look at the right side, this is where you'll see the cutout for the camera control, the side button, and the only sign of branding on the case itself, which is a little Peak Design logo. A big talking point lately has been camera buttons versus camera cutouts, and honestly at this point, with the amount that I use the camera control button, a cutout has been fine for me. What I find it really comes down to is the shape of that cutout. Like as long as my finger is able to move smoothly and easily within that cutout, that's totally acceptable for me. Taking a look at the bottom of the case is where you'll see and you'll notice that extra thickness for those mounting points. Now I do wish that Peak Design could offer an option without those mounting points, but since they're a camera-focused brand, it makes sense. Because I don't put my phone on a camera strap, this ends up being my least favorite part of the case. It's not a deal breaker, but it's just something that I wish I could change. Now looking at the back of the case, you can see that it offers protection for your camera lenses. This camera ring is a harder plastic material. I wish it could be a little bit more like the sides of the case being a hard rubber, but it's good that you do get the camera protection. I'm not using a screen protector right now, and without it, you can see that this case has a pretty minimal approach to a lip. Now if you add in the thickness of a screen protector, you can see that you do get lip protection, but it is very minimal. So that is the everyday case from Peak Design in Sage on the 16 Pro in natural. Next up, let's take a look at a different color. Now this is the color charcoal, and this might be my personal favorite out of all the fabric cases. Here's a closer look at the fabric of the charcoal case. On the inside is that same design and text from Peak Design. Here's a look at the left side with the slightly two-tone look of the buttons and the side of the case. A look at the right side with the camera control cutout, the side button, and this one little Peak Design logo. And here's the bottom with its 2 mounting points, as well as a cutout that should fit most charging cables. Now here's a closer look at the camera ring, as well as the SlimLink mount. One thing that's nice about the SlimLink mount is that when you're not using it with any of the accessories, it does act kind of as a nice way to be able to hold the phone. You can also get a version of the case that has a finger loop, and I'll show you that one next. Now this is the last of the fabric cases, and this is the color Eclipse. This is the version of the case with a loop. The loop can be popped up pretty easily and then snaps back magnetically so that you can continue to use all your MagSafe accessories without any issues. Now I accidentally ordered a 16 Pro Max case, but given that the camera bumps are the same, I can slip the 16 Pro in here to give you an idea of what the case looks like on the phone. Now taking a look at the right side, you can see that the buttons on this color case are an even more dramatic two-tone look. which I really like. This honestly kind of makes me wish that the other cases had more dramatic color differences between the side and the button, but that might be just me. And here's a closer look at the fabric of the Eclipse color. And then here's a quick look at the left side, just showing you the buttons and the side of the case. Something to note with the finger loop case is that it only comes in the fabric options. And now let's take a look at the Clarino vegan leather options. We'll start off with the color tan, and then I'll show you the color bone and the color black after that. The boxes for the vegan leather are basically the same as the fabric boxes. They just show minor differences given that this is a vegan leather case. Now here's a look at the tan color in the Clarino vegan leather. Peak Design states that this has the look and feel of soft premium leather, but is highly durable, weatherproof, and abrasion resistance, and is also engineered from post-industrial waste material. On the inside of these cases, the lining is actually microfiber instead of fabric. On the inside is that same air pocket-like design to help protect your phone from drops. You get that same circular design showing the MagSafe compatibility, as well as text from Peak Design here at the bottom. Here we go, phone in the case. That is a good snug fit similar to the fabric cases. On the left side of the case, you'll see that the buttons are actually a slightly different design compared to the fabric cases. Here's a fabric case on the left and the vegan leather case on the right. Similar to the fabric case, these are all anodized aluminum and are super clicky and responsive. Looking on the right side, you'll see the small Peak Design logo, the side button, and the camera cutout. Here's a closer look at the camera ring on this case, which is a harder plastic similar to the fabric cases. This is that slim link mount. And then the bottom of the case, which is the same as the fabric cases. So all my talking points from that case apply to this case as well. I actually really like the feel of this vegan leather. If you've used real leather cases in the past, you'll know that they can kind of be a little slippery at first. This feels like leather that's been broken in and has that good amount of grip that I like. All right, so this is the tan color with the iPhone 16 Pro in natural. Now let's take a look at the color bone. So here we go. This is the color bone for the Clarino vegan leather everyday case. Here's a look at the interior, which is a microfiber lining to help keep your phone scratch-free. Let's put the phone in the case. And here's a look at the iPhone 16 Pro Natural in the case color bone. Here's a look at the left side to see the textured buttons and the color difference between them and the side of the case. Here's a look at the right side with the camera cutout, the side button, and that small Peak Design logo. A look at the bottom of the case. And a closer look at the camera ring and that slim link mounting point. The color of this case will also better allow me to show you the texture of the vegan leather. And again, this has a good amount of grip. It feels like leather that's maybe been worn in for about a week or so. So here's your last look at the color bone on the iPhone 16 Pro Natural. And last but not least, let's take a look at the color black. All right, now here's the color black in the Clarino vegan leather. Call me basic, but this is my personal favorite out of the vegan leather cases. Flipping it over, you'll see the microfiber lining on the inside with the circle design showing MagSafe compatibility and some text from Peak Design. All right, phone in the case time. No surprise, snug fit. And this is a look at black with the iPhone 16 Pro in natural. Here's a look at the left side with those textured aluminum buttons, and a look at the right side with the small Peak Design logo, side button, and camera cutout. A quick look at the bottom, and a closer look at the camera ring and that slim link mount. For old time's sake, a look at the camera protection from the camera bump, as well as the lip from the case that's going to protect your screen. So again, this is the color black in Clarino vegan leather for the Peak Design everyday case. I hope you've appreciated taking a look at all the different color options in the vegan leather and fabric cases from Peak Design for the iPhone 16 Pro. If you'd like to buy any of these cases, I'll leave links in the description so that you can find them nice and easy. Thanks for spending your time with me. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you again.